When Meghan's power is close to zero compared to the Cher, her weakness is revealed. Welcome to the Princess Diana News YouTube channel today. A US source has confirmed that Meghan is now trying to match Cher and Tina Turner and even Diana Ross. As such, the source said Meghan's goal is to make her name a legend so that she goes down in history and is remembered forever. Remember when I said, I have a lot of experience with men because I choose them because I love them. I don't need it if you ask me. Meghan is dreaming. I mean, Meghan is unmatched in every way. Shirley is strong and confident, but Meghan is neither. Now she pretends to be an independent woman, but in reality, this power comes from human harassment. Even the late Queen realized Meghan had a dangerous level of confidence. And that confidence comes from the fact that Meghan feels that she is superior to everyone around her, including all members of the royal family. However, Meghan Markle is just a big bully, and Meghan Markle doesn't choose her men because she loves them and wants to spend the rest of her days with them. Instead, she chooses men based on what they can do for her. How far can they take him up the social ladder and how much will they pay him, and then he stops it when they're done, or Meghan finds another man who has more to offer. Meghan really thinks she's smart, doesn't she? But he is not as smart as he thinks, because in my opinion, he is so focused on progress that he does not think about anything else in his life. And it is not every day that she thinks about how her life will be with the man she has chosen. And when it comes to who she really is, Meghan cannot ignore the immediate interests of life, and whatever is in her current or future husband, she can lead. In addition, he is completely blind. Let's think about why she married Harry. Well, she knew he was a prince, but that was also because she believed members of the royal family, and therefore Harry, were extremely rich. Yes, that's right. The royal family is incredibly rich, but at the same time they don't have access to much money and can't easily get what they want. As a result, Meghan was disappointed to start the relationship before they even walked down the aisle. Actually, there was a rumor making the rounds that Meghan had said that she would leave Harry and she would return home if the royal family paid her £80 million. I think that was the figure. It may have been something different. I mean, as far as Meghan was concerned, I am not even 100% certain that marriage was in the cards. I suspect that Meghan and the people who were her friends at the time she really needed to do was to get Harry to want her enough that he would propose, and then because of her past, the royal family would deem her so inappropriate that they would pay her off just to disappear, and then she and her little supporters would share the loot, and if they didn't pay her off, if they told her to just go away, then she was going to cry racism from the rooftops and she was going to do everything in her power to bring the royal family down. Well, the problem with this little plan is that they have given permission for a wedding and have planned accordingly. And as Harry thought about it, Meghan decided to move on. After all, Harry was afraid he'd be labeled a racist if he backed down, so he felt he really had no choice but to continue. Is it far? Maybe a little. Meghan has only one purpose in life. She wants to be famous and at the same time rich. But because she's so lazy, she won't do anything to help herself. She will use men to get what she wants. He is a true chameleon. Actually, Meghan Markle can transform herself into whatever she needs to impress other people, but it's never her real character that we see on display. I think the true Meghan is buried deep inside and it's kept there. We've only seen rare glimpses, and boy, is it an ugly sight. Now, to give credit where credit is due, we got to admit that Meghan has almost achieved her goal, except instead of being famous, she is infamous, and she still hasn't gotten that payoff that she's been waiting for. Whether Meghan is ever going to get it from the royal family is not really the point here, but if we can believe the puff pieces, then Meghan could get as much as $1 million per post on Instagram because of the fame that she has gotten over the past 6 years. Maybe now she can make some money all on her own, but anyway, I think Meghan has lost any real chance thanks to her bad behavior since leaving the UK. I mean, seriously, what company wants my product? I mean, sure, maybe her infamy is worth the publicity to some companies, so maybe they decide to give her a shot. Meghan truly believes that she is the best. This is God's gift to mankind, although I'm not sure. Why does she believe this? Because this opinion is far from the truth. Meghan proved to the world that she was nothing until she had Prince Harry and turned him into a toad. Now, before we get into how Meghan, her mother and her friends, Marcus Anderson and Jessica, cheated on Harry, they apparently showed Harry a video of him in Soho House. London got into a very compromising situation with a male companion after a sleepover. It was after Harry kicked Meghan and Marcus out of a game in Toronto in 2016 that Harry succumbed to his blackmail. I mean, the poor guy caused a lot of trouble for his whole family by doing this. Ha was humiliated. Her grandmother's family before her death and her life's work. I hope he never forgives himself. But anyway, back to the idea of Meghan being like Cher. Let's face it. Cher is very talented. Unlike Meghan Markle, she doesn't need a man, but Meghan relies on men to achieve fame and fortune. What a great advocate for gender equality, isn't she? I mean, a Leo can choose her men just because she likes them. Remember the pizza delivery guy? The truth is that Leo may want men, but she doesn't need them. I mean, she has a great estate. She has a lot of money that she earns herself. She can buy whatever she wants. Men were born to take advantage of Meghan, but she relies on men to get what she wants in life. All her life she's been a man who takes advantage of men because she can't get over it herself. He cannot make as much money as he believes. She needs them. Unlike Cher, she'll never be able to afford the kind of house she's entitled to, or designer clothes, or the ability to travel the world on private jets. Meghan Markle is an actress, so Meghan needed an actor. I mean, come on, a trucker could never give him what he wanted. In short, Meghan Markle's no has nothing to do with stocks. She will never be. She is also not like a Pot or Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, all of whom tried hard to share, have a lot of experience in the entertainment industry. He has sold over 1 billion records. And let's not forget all the Hollywood movies she's been in. She has a portfolio of achievements that Meghan can only dream of. You know it when you look at Meghan's work. If you look at his career, it's not that impressive. She simply doesn't have the experience that would allow her to show that kind of independence. Personality and fraud doesn't have a good story to back it all up. As far as I know, the women I mentioned above can do that. The only thing Meghan has in common is her love of plastic surgery and her rather odd choice of clothes, but I guess that's all. Chuck has a beautiful singing voice. Meghan could only moan, obviously knowing how to play with her fingers. Well, at least that's what he said on TV earlier, and I hope that's not an unhealthy understatement. It seems like they both really love the ocean, and their interactions are more than the simple pleasure of riding on giant weapons. A warship and a saying about turning back the clock, and Meghan, well, she's married to a big gun, apparently asking her publicist to turn back the clock for her. Harry, maybe I'm seeing a pattern of parallel life choices here, but you know what? She seems perfectly happy when she chooses to only be with the men she loves, rather than the men she thinks she loves. Luckily, even though Meghan has always preferred the company of men over men, she needs a man she likes, starting backwards with Harry. I mean before him and before him, who knows what happened between or before him. She only gets into relationships with men who can give her what she wants. What do you think of me? Please tell me what you think in the general area below and we can discuss it too. Don't be afraid to like. Please share and subscribe to Princess Diana News channel for more updates in the future. Thanks for watching. Good night. See you tomorrow.